Paul, McGuire, Grimes, ABC, Minneapolis. Peter, it is really great talking today. So thank you so much for the time. One of the things I really loved about
Absolutely.
the is just like the dedication in honoring Darren McGavin. I really appreciated that storyline. So thank you for that.
Yeah, it was Darren was great, and I never tire of talking about Darren. I was very fortunate to, as a child, get to work with him. He was a master of his craft. He was such a veteran, and he was such a lovely guy. So I think, very much we talk about how that was kind of coming of age. I think for a little boy, this is very much that way, and that way in is kind of the passing of a parent is often that passing of the torch from father to son to say it's sort of your time to now take your place on the mantle.
Yeah. Oh, that's I love that. That's great. Now, did you have to go back and like rewatch the original movie, read your original script to kind of get Ralphie's kind of tone and rhythm back into you?
Very much, yeah. We studied the original, which was great. We also had the benefit of being able to license a lot of Gene Shepard's other books. It's Gene Shepard,
Mm.
who did the voiceover and wrote the source material for the first film, was such a prolific writer. I listened to a lot of his recordings. He had a big syndicated radio show. There was such a dearth of material from him. So just to kind of get the cadence to be able to write all that stuff. And it really helped us get the voiceover right because it's really so much are his words. And also our writer, Nick Shank, who's from Minneapolis as well. He's wrote a lot of great movies for Clint Eastwood. He's been a friend of mine for a while, and Nick was kind of the perfect guy to really come on and to tackle this. And really, tone was the word that we always used. Was you got to get the tone right. It's a unique tone. It's not polite. The original movie. It's kind of irreverent. It's very real. It can be a little dark at times, and
Yeah.
we really wanted to try to recapture that and let an audience know that they're back in that world.
Oh, I really did feel back in that world, especially with the narration. I do think you got the tone like totally there. I'm curious, how long have people been asking you for a sequel, and when did you finally think, okay, maybe this is something I want to tackle?
Well, for sure, it's come up a lot, but I think you want to get it right. I always describe this movie as a combination of playing offense but playing defense with it. Some movies are if they're new, you just want to go score and go make something great, but you kind of have to protect it here, and you've got to protect the legacy. And so I think that was important. So there was a lot of thought going into what's the entry point, how do we get this right. Also wanted the original cast to come back. That's a
Right.
timing thing. We were able to get all of the kids to come back, every one of them, that come in surprising ways, which was great. And also I think Ralphie needed to be at a place where it was far enough. I mean, it's been nearly 40 years, so this might be one of the longest. See, I don't know if there's a longer sequel where you take the original cast and bring them back that's ever been made,
Right.
but
Yeah.
it's been worth the wait, and we just really wanted to get it right.
Right. No, I think you do. And, I think that the original movie is such a part of everyone's kind of Christmas traditions. It plays on TBS for 24 hours. When people know that you're Ralphie, what do they say to you about the place it has within their Christmas traditions?
For sure, it's become a tradition for a lot of families, and I think the kind of highest compliment that they always pay is they feel like that family is their family. And I always say, like, even then it wasn't the kind of Disneyfied or sort of Brady perfect family, nor was it the kind of independent film dark family. It was this really interesting blend of something that just felt real. And there's arguments, there's yelling, but there's love at the core, and that, and the family's going to be okay, but it feels familiar. And I think also, just that Midwestern cold, the sort of the brutalities of just everyday life, just trying to get to school or just trying to make a turkey, the simplicity of things that can be just such a horror in people's lives. That's what I've always liked about it. There's no set pieces really in either movie. It's just trying to
Mhm.
get the simple things done.
I got that. I got the rep, Peter. It was great talking today. So thank you for the time, and thanks for bringing Ralphie back.
I appreciate it. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Take care.